All right, so today I've decided to show you that I have been dabbling. This is a confession. I'm crap at art. I will state that openly. I will state that obviously. I am a writer. I am not an artist. And when that comes to making a product like a role playing game where traditionally there's a lot of art involved, this makes your product kind of lackluster when a fantasy product has very little in the ways of actual inspiration or points of reference. When you open a D&D book, part of what makes it so magnificent is that you have the pictures, you have the art to show you what it is you have a chance of creating. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be generating through AI because, once again, I'm crap at art and I'm poor. I cannot afford to hire you people to commission art for me. Like I don't have the funds for this, so we're going to have to fill in the gaps. Now, as a disclaimer, mea culpa. Uh, look, everything that as soon as I'm getting this all fleshed out, as you can see, I've done some iterations already. As soon as we get the book actually published, and as soon as I get it presentable, every image that's in there and is AI generated, the fans of this IP of the Shades of Dominion will absolutely have the opportunity once this gets launched to make their own fan art and be able to submit it. And if it jives, if it is on par with what is needed and what the community wants, I will not only buy it, I will insert it into the core rulebook and re-release it with your art in it. Because I want the Shades of Dominion to be a fan product. That is part of the endeavor. So just know that AI art is, in this case, is not the replacement. It's a placeholder. And that's where I think AI art should actually be. It's the placeholder. So we unskilled poors can get our asses off the ground and get shit done while still having a product. Just needed to put that out there because I know there's a huge debate over whether or not AI is moral, and I think that's a good kind of common middle ground we can all agree on. This is just placeholder. It's not a replacement. I much prefer and I admire everyone who has contributed to this project so far. This is not to knock on anyone. This is just to fill in the gaps until we get more traction, until we get on our feet. Until then, this is something I have to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to start getting concept art for shade vessels. Shade vessels are um, the handheld item that the shade mage uses to pull the shade from the realm and into their shade vessel so they can cast their spells and use the power of the shade. So we're going to have, as you can tell, I already have a little bit of I got this from Based Ape. This is courtesy of Based Ape. This is his part of what he puts at the end of his prompts to make sure that the results are, not shit. So we put this at the end of every prompt so that it goes through the filters to make sure that the images are of a much better quality. And I appreciate him handing those to me. Base Ape does um, a fantastic presentation through his channel 48 Chronicles, which he uses AI to generate entire campaigns for Dungeons and Dragons, where the chat can actually input what the character in the game is going to do next, and you can interact in your YouTube on the YouTube channel and play as the character. And each time you tag the channel, you have a chance of having your prompt used as the next step in the game. It's fascinating. I love what Base Ape has done. So look up 48 Chronicles and subscribe, follow him. It's amazing what he's done. On to the video. On, we're gonna make some shade vessels. So, we have high fantasy concept art. We have it cinematic, ultra detailed. So let's do a do 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 and now shade vessels are item. They can be any handheld item. That's the thing. Is so how do I put this? How do I explain a shade vessel to an AI? Normally, when you're talking to AI, you have to be as specific as possible. Um, so yeah, I'm asking it to do the impossible actually. So that's this should be fun. Um, let's see, what's a good shade vessel? Let's do. Ooh. Um. Hmm. Let's see. Let's just put in a comma here. Pulls in siphons arcane power is what we're gonna say. Siphons arcane power, steals life, steals life force. Because these are all things that a shade vessel does. And a good goodness gracious. I can spell. Siphons arcane power, steals life force. Um hmm. Let's what was the first shade vessel I came up with? Let's just do a scepter. We're gonna have 4 images. Let's see what we come up with. And it takes a few minutes, and this is not incredibly detailed. And if we see something we like, we'll go into the canvas and try and make it a little more spiffy. Um, because you can do that with this little program. That's what's pretty cool about it. Scrolling down, I've already done some iterations for some of the realms. I'm not going to go too far down because I was making the characters for the pre-gens. So this is actually some of the realm art that we have coming in. This is for Orvalakia. If you're familiar with Magic the Gathering, this is the Phyrexia equivalent in Shades of Dominion. Pretty spiffy stuff. And this is more aligned with another realm called Gotham, which I guess the closest thing would be like Innistrad, which I'm actually impressed that this is the generation it got because it's pretty close. This is pretty close to Innistrad. Um, let's see if we've generated yet. Oh, here we go. We have a scepter with a little. Oh, that's actually nice. They gave us two. We have a scepter here. We have a kind of crystal ball-like thing. That's on point. On point as well. Not as good as the last one. Oh, oh, that's good. And this is just from one prompt. This was just from putting in a scepter with basic generic description of what a shade vessel is. We have a kind of like a pyromancer's one. We have that could be a corruption, that can be an aether scepter. Ooh, I like that one. Like it's like a lamp. That's pretty cool. Okay. All right. So we've done scepter with this prompt. Let's try something else. Let's go beyond scepter. Let's go with something a little more mundane or something a little more ooh, let's do this. A um heirloom locket. Siphon arcane power, steals life force. Um heirloom locket. What's another not another name. Keepsake. That's what I'm looking for. Heirloom locket. Keepsake. Let's see what we get from this. Very nice. Very, very nice so far. See, this is a prompt that did not turn out the way that I wanted. And if you look at this prompt here, it says Dracula's Tavern is what I was going for. Um, and it honestly just gave me a regular tavern. So obviously in the prompt, I would have to be a little more specific as to what I think or what I would like to see in a Dracula's Tavern. Maybe we'll do that in another video. Let's see if that's generated yet. No, it's not generated yet. Not, well, here we go. Um, not too bad. Not too bad. See, we've got another, kind of like a repeating shape of that lantern-like shape. That's nice. Ooh, I really like that one. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I like how there's a theme where it shows you where, like, all of the arcane powers being stored. Um, see if we can edit this prompt a little bit. Feels like we're siphon arcane power. Um, do, do, do. What do you call it when something like gives like vitality or like strengthens the character? Um, heirloom locket keepsake. Yeah, because we're seeing a theme here. We've definitely seen that shape before. Let's try something a little more dynamic, something that's a bit more distinct. Um, hmm. Ooh, I know. Plague Doctor Mask. This is something that's actually been done before by one of the players. Um, so we'll see how this plays out. Yeah, so I've been playing with AI. It's been fun, especially when you see how your writing can affect the outcomes. So this was a more direct, like, okay, this first one, like all of these pictures, the better ones, like the more spacious and landscape ones, these were just me taking the descriptions of the realm or Wallachia and just throwing it in. Like no edits, nothing, just raw description. And these turned out better than when I tried to edit and tried to like be more specific and help the prompt, be a little more specified. Yeah, these ended up focusing on like making demons and shit rather than showing me landscape. So um I'm a little confused as to with that result. So who knows? Ooh, okay. So we have the Plague Doctor mask, but we don't, and we have like a source of power and whatnot, but it's not the mask itself. Hmm, that's a problem. Hmm, let's see if we can do, see if we can edit this a little bit. A Plague Doctor mask that steals life force. Let's see if that gives me something a little more on the nose. Also, let's take out, um, let's change the highly detailed object to the mask and see if that works a little better. Let's see if that does the trick. Because, yeah, none of these actually does the job. I mean, it's elaborate. You can imagine that it has some kind of mystical power, but the the prompt isn't putting that power in the mask. Like we know what the prompt's trying to what the prompt's trying to do, and it's not. That is not the proper result. Not at all. So let's go take another look. Okay, so we have some new results. Again, no clear. Oh, I know what's missing. Okay, because when he did the Plague Doctor mask, um, he would have it like inhaling smoke or like yeah, he had like some kind of smoke mechanic with the mask. So Plague Doctor mask. Yeah, I think the AI is trying to use that kind of mystical. It thinks that the imagery here signifies what we're trying to do. Um, but we want something a little more pronounced. So that's something we're going to have to specify. Smoke billowing from mask. That might get us something a little closer to what we're looking for here. All right, there we go. This is a little more like it. Not that's not exactly it. Little closer, little closer. I like how you can see the eyes behind the mask in this one. Not really. There it is. That one. That one right there. So, okay. So this is again, this is my very, very, very basic amateur attempts at AI. Um, this is something closer to what we're looking for. Let's edit it a little bit more. Let's do one more thing. Say purple smoke. Because purple is the designated color of um of corruption. And this was a corruption character. So let's see what that gets us. All right, and there it is. This is some this is something we can work with right here. Again, we have the mask with the eyes set behind it, smoke behind. But in this one, we actually have something stuck in the beak. Something like something like it's being taken into and out and from outside. That's a little closer. I like this one too. We have the smoke coming out of the beak. We have the eyes seen behind the mask. This is very nice. Yeah, you can still see a face behind there, but you don't get any. Yeah, you get a little bit of the eye there, but not too much. So I think we're gonna go with this one. This would be the mask for I forgot the character's name, but the player is our player Kitty, and he is. I think he'd like this. I'll have to see what he thinks of this one. So that's what I wanted to share with you all. Um just a little run through to show you how you can use AI to make Shades of Dominion or uh, any other thing you want to embark on. But yes, we will be utilizing AI for the meantime, and hopefully not always, as I alluded to before. And that's it, guys. So the pre-gens are coming. They look awesome. They look fantastic, and I'm excited. I'm excited to introduce these characters to you and show you what they can do and how you can uh, play them in your own campaigns at home. That's it, guys. Go throw some shade. Go have some fun out there. Bye bye.